Hey everyone, Kim here, Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. We're doing my January favorites, the decks I was really loving on, really stood out. I did purchase some decks this month. I did. So I'll be sharing with you all on that and just giving you a couple of little life updates along the way. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. And we're going to segue to this little intro and then let's get started. I hope you all can hear me. Hi. I hope you all can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Yes, please help a sister out and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Ah, yes, it's January 31st. Good month of January is behind us. Whoa, what a month, right? What a damn month. But next month is my birthday month, and I'm excited. It's a big birthday for me, I think. And I'm going to try to take it easy. So you probably won't be seeing me much on lives this month unless you join my brand new membership on YouTube, where I'll be wanting to do lives over there, maybe do readings for you all in a more intimate setting. There's a ton of content I already put on the YouTube membership. I only have one tier, the Abundant Lifers. Thank you, Adam. I love that, Abundant Lifers. So you can consider joining. No pressure. I already recorded a rant video. I realized I'm like, I need an outlet. Let me put it on the YouTube membership. I still have my Poised to Lead membership on Ko-fi that I'm very passionate about. It's more involved. You're working with me one-on-one or in a group setting. So that's still on Ko-fi. That's still happening. That's if you want to be real, like linked up with me, So yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I'm going to get back to working on the conspiracy expansion pack for my Secrets Revealed True Crime Oracle deck. So, yeah, I'm going to be working on that this month. That's going to be my creative outlet. I've already landed on that. And yeah, it's going to be my 45th birthday. I'm so grateful. Lord, help me make it there. I had a scare. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I'm not a huge fan of flying. I mean, who is? Some people really love flying, but I'm not that one. I've grown in like overcoming my fear of flying, but then, oh my God, those beautiful people lost their lives in the American Airlines. I forgot the airplane number, but oh my God, I am so sorry. And I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm all getting ready to okay, I'm going to book my flights. I'm ready. And then a Black Hawk helicopter hit the plane. Oh God, y'all, there ain't no amount of drugs or alcohol that could probably stop the fear at this point. I have my little mind set to traveling back to the US this year. And then this happened, and now my heart just goes out to their family members. Like, oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, terrible. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Lila, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you both for being here with me. Oh, thank you. These are old. I used to have a big old overalls collection. I was that girl. Loved me some overalls. Like I had like 4 pairs. I mean, that's actually ridiculous. Like who needs 4 pairs? But I had some that were kind of like high-waisted, cute, fitted here, and then kind of like flare. And so it was just super cute. And then I had other ones that were like really rough and tumble. I had some Oshkosh, like little like striped carpenter ones. Like I love me some overalls. Yay, yay, yeah. So, it's just if you've been wanting to support the channel and you just say, hey, I'm going to join for a month, I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. That's a huge support. And leaving comments actually not only helps the channel, but it's so cool to read y'all's comments. I have to tell you, Even if all I could do is just read them when they come across, it does something for me. So I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Okay, but I want to give back to y'all. I want to do like readings, and at least we meet up monthly, or I do readings for y'all, or we do collective readings together. Or certain cases, I'm like, I don't know if we need to do that out in the atmosphere, like for true crime. But I'm really focused on also sharing content about my journey to becoming a professional reader, how I came to live abroad. You're going to get a lot more candidness. And I have full videos I recorded of my journey since I started uploading in 2017 to the channel. It's a lot of videos I never published to the channel, like leaving California and coming to the Dominican Republic, and how I got to that point. What led up to it. Yes, so devastating. The flight. Oh my God, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but like, oh, I was just like, it was hard. It was almost hard to process what I read when it first was reported that there was a collision. And then I guess I was hoping and praying. It was like they said they were getting ready to descend or land. And so I was thinking, oh, well, maybe they were close enough to the ground. They were already about to land. They were over the Potomac River. Like, and it's already gotten like super political over it. I'm not going to go there with y'all today because it's Friday. We're not going there. Let's talk decks, okay? Let's talk decks for a moment. It is so devastating. I'm so sad. It's palpable the sadness and grief and the fear. I mean, collisions happen, but this is freaky. Crazy things are happening. They really are. They really, really are. Oh, thank you for loving my overalls. Absolutely. Okay, good. So we love overalls. Okay, because sometimes I was like, this is a bit much, but I loved each of them for a different look and feel. Love overalls. And this is my overall season out here in the Caribbean. As it gets to like maybe March, sometimes April, I'm finding I can't wear them anymore. They become too hot. But between like January to March, April, I can wear them. In California, I could wear them too because, there's AC everywhere, air conditioning everywhere if it gets too hot. And then in the wintertime, you can like dress them up with boots and things and like a cute little coat, jacket. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Kristen, hey friend, thank you for joining me. I'm just hopping on here today to share with you what happened in January, what's coming in February. I have been recording content that I'll be sprinkling throughout the month, but live streams, I probably won't do another live stream until like the Friday of like March, like the first Friday of March or something like that. I don't know what that lands on, but I will be going live with Donna from our Artists and Oracles for our Artistry of Cartomancy. We will be getting together next Thursday, February 6th on her channel. So I'll be putting announcements. Please come over and support. We've got something really good for everybody, whether you read professionally or not, or read for yourself. There's some good nuggets of information for you. So join us. But after that, it's my birthday month. I need to like pretend like I don't have a care in the world. That's the truth of the matter. I'll still be around for like my membership stuff on YouTube and for especially my Poised to Leap crew. But yes. Do you guys buy yourselves birthday decks? Oh my God. That is like the main excuse for buying all the decks. So my birthday is February 10th, right? And so we have Christmas. And then sometimes I'll even honor myself with a New Year's deck. So there's a lot of opportunity for gifting decks for me between late December to my birthday. So, yes, technically, I have my birthday decks this month. They came faster than expected, and I'm going to share them with you. So, yay for me. Because one came from the UK, made it super fast to the US, and then from the US, it made it super fast to the DR. I was shocked. I was shocked. I think overall, it only took like 2 weeks. It's pretty fast. And then I had one come from Canada. And I think they got the place at the same time. But nevertheless, I was expecting them to be for my birthday in February, but they made it in January. So I'm happy about it. I'm grateful. And yes, I do give myself some birthday decks. Why not? Just like, why not? Yeah. It's nice when it's gifted too. So you have your wish list ready, friends, in case someone wants to, they're like, I don't know what to give you. I don't know what to get you for your birthday. Oh, you don't? Well, I can solve that problem. Hey, Donna, welcome. Hi, I'm happy you are here. Thank you. Thank you. So it's January. Lots happening for all of us. What's been happening for you? I have a question for you. What decks did you use a lot? You couldn't put down for January. Like what, whether it's Tarot or Oracle, what had you hooked? Was it new? Was it an oldie but goodie? Share in the comments section if you're watching the replay, or share now in the chat. Because I'm curious. I want to share with you all, for me, what I was using and loving. So that's going to be fun. We'll do that. And I'll first share my wares that I bought. But what I've added to the collection. When I finally do make it to the US, I've mentioned it several times on the channel before that I am going to take y'all on the journey of choosing which decks will be flying with me from the DR to the US so I can sell them. In my process of where I'm planning to sell them or give them away, you all are going to come with me. I hope the place that I used to, there was a shop that always bought my decks. They never rejected any of my decks or books. They always bought them. They were like, it's a new / secondhand bookstore. Super cute in Midtown Sacramento in California. I hope Beers Books is still around because they always bought my stuff. And I'm hoping they buy my stuff when I come back. But I'm going to sell also maybe on the marketplaces and Facebook. Maybe I might put a listing on my website and just announce it. But I need to start selling, I think. It's time to call. And to that end, I don't have any more decks I'm planning to get. I have 3 decks on my wish list that are at the top that I'm probably going to get this year. And after that, I'm going to get to know the decks I got, because I got a lot. So the first one I bought, I won't do a full flip through. I'll just show you a couple because I'm going to do an actual full flip through, so it doesn't make sense to waste time here with that. But I got the Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle, the mini version, which actually fits perfectly in my hand, by Mandy Peterson. Okay. Got this on sale with shipping and everything. I think I paid $29.46. Yay. I can't imagine how big the full-size version is, but it comes with this little guidebook. It's not just little, it's chunky. Let me show you. Look how chunky. Look at that. It's super chunky. Good stuff. 86 round cards. Some people may not like the round cards. I don't mind. I actually have been falling in love with my tea leaf oracle. It's 200 cards. I'm only showing you a fraction of them, but I've been working with them. Same size, actually. And no problems. Don't mind that they're circle. In fact, it allows me to shuffle a bit more cards at a time with such a large deck. Have you heard of this deck before? It's great. I own her other deck, the Healers of the Earth Oracle. And great guidebook. I've used that deck for years. It is a favorite oracle of mine, so I had a feeling I would love this one. Look at the gilding. I'll share with some of you some of the cards. The back offers information as well as the front of the card with the artwork. This is interesting. Asexual, polygamous or polyamorous, sexual minority, or Casanova. And the main keyword is alternative sexuality. So we're going deep with the past life information. It is not you were a knight in England. No, no. Nay, nay. Mm-mm. So I'm not going to do a full flip through here. I'm sharing with you that I got this deck, and I'm super excited about doing a flip through and showing you all. Once I do a flip through, I'm really going to start using it. I'm thinking about all the different types of readings I could use, not just past life. It's got my creative juices going as a reader. Like, oh, I could use it for even some of the conspiratorial readings I want to do. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's got me inspired and exploring the different ways to work with it. So I got this, and then I got this, Echoes Through Time, Tarot by Lynn Thurman. This is the one from the UK, and it made it safe and sound, and I love it so much. I love it. I did already record a flip through of this fit of my first impressions, but I haven't published it yet. It'll be up sometime in February. It's one of the videos I made for my little break. Like, so you know me. I say a break, but then I somehow still pop up. So I'm gonna do my best to take it easy this coming month. So it's got this little booklet here. There's the card backs. I'm in love. I'm in love. Few people have mentioned this deck to me, and they're like, I think you'll like it. I think this will be good for you. And I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of pricey on the shipping. I don't know. And then I saw a few more cards on the Etsy shop, and I was like, oh no, you coming home. You coming home with me tonight. No, I'm like, I was like, oh, the way it reads. I used it in like 2 client readings, but mostly just watching television. And this is sometimes how I mindlessly get connected with the deck, is shuffling the cards and seeing what comes out and seeing how it predicts what's unfolding on the show or movie. 3 of Swords. Love that 3 of Swords. I am such a fan of this deck. Love at first sight. Wouldn't mind, but like messing up the gilding just because I want to use it so much. I really have a good, strong connection to it. So right out the gate, January, got a couple of decks I'm excited about. And that's why I'm like, I'm feeling this full moon time in my collecting habits. And I can also sense that I'm going to be entering a waning phase, especially as we get closer to me traveling back to the US. 7 of Cups. Let me see what else we got. I won't do a full flip through because I got these great, the doors for the aces. So we have here Ace of Pentacles, and over here, Ace of Cups. See that? Love this Devil card. And then we'll stop because, like I said, you're going to get my first impressions in the upcoming video. Look at that. Ah, feels good in the hand. It's the right size. Just, I really like this deck a lot. I'm quite smitten. So stay tuned for my first impressions. Clearly, I'm giving you a spoiler alert. I'm a fan. So there's that. So that's what I got in January. Ordered it in January. It got to me in January. And I've already fallen in love by January. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what's happening. Oh, I missed a bunch of folk. Hello, Adam Bluefire. Circular decks are deal breakers for me. Yes. And truth be told, like I don't have many. I think this is my third one. You got to be a real special deck for you to be round and come into my collection. So I really like the ones I got. There's one that I could probably use a bit more. It's the tarot deck, the accurate as fuck tarot deck. But I don't really use a round tarot deck. It's just kind of odd to me. But Oracle, for some reason, it just works. I don't know. All right. It does feel clumsy. And they don't jump as easily, but I make it work. Hi, Auntie K. Yes, getting that work on. I get it. I get it. Yes. And I love this deck. Like it goes deep. I've only given y'all one card, but just when I got it in my hot little hands and I went through some of the cards, I was like, oh my gosh, this is good. This is really good. Cannot wait to share that with you all. I can't wait to fully go through all of them. I'm kind of saving my, when you get a new deck. And so I'm going to wait to go through all of them so you can get my reactions. Hey, Angel, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Okay. That deck is on the top of my list. Oh, are you talking about the Oracle? Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle? Yes. And I know you already have this one because you were one of the inspirations for beginning it. Serena by Mr. Freiberg. Adore this deck. The Echoes Through Time and Desert Illuminations, your top 3 so far. And so we share with the Echoes Through Time. I've been checking out the Desert Illuminations, and I'll need to see this other one you've mentioned. So thank you for sharing your top 3. Echoes Through Time, the depth is amazing, and it's kind of got this little quirky energy to it. Yes, the way the artwork is, I just love it. But the voice is also a bit like cheeky, and it can go deep. It can also be shallow. It's that friend that you love and want to keep forever, because you could have deep conversations or you could have perfectly shallow ones, and it's just all good. I'm really loving it. Did not expect that. Yes. Desert. Okay. So you have a mass market list. I would say yes. I've been checking out more and more Peeps with the Desert Illuminations. I remember the indie version. Didn't get on it then. Everything happens for a reason. But loving that people are loving it and sharing that love with us. We are synchronized. Yes, we are. It is pretty. So this is one of my birthday. These were actually my birthday decks I thought was going to come in February, but they landed early. Oh, yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, you coming home with me tonight. There was like a sale to like a coupon code or something I have through Etsy. And I was like, it's Kismet. We're meant to be. Like, so yeah. Yes. It is so good. So that is the decks I got. And I have about $244 remaining in my little budget for the year. But I don't know if I'm going to make it. I just feel this way of like, I just want to connect with the decks. And that's also with the YouTube membership. I'm thinking that's a great place for us to do, formal, informal deck and tarot book studies. I don't know. Let me know what you all think. But I'm going to deep dive. Ready to deep dive. That's what Depth Year is really supposed to be about, right? Go deep. You go deep. So now I'm going to share with you all my decks that I was loving on. in January. And I'll tell you why. I'm just going to tell you why. So we're going to start with Oracle. I got here, and this, y'all may not even remember this one, but it is the Vision of the Muse. It's only 33 cards. Feels like more, but it comes with a guidebook created by Alejandra Leon, also of the Lioness Oracle, which I do not have, but I have the Vision of the Muse. And I use this deck at the inside. I use this deck for the cards for my reading table. I guess you would liken it to altar cards. And I'll show you the cards that came up for me for the month of January. And I'm happy they did. They spoke right to what I needed to hear. It was also circling around different themes going on in my life and also collectively. So sometimes I would glance at the cards. They're sitting right here on the reading table. And I look and I'm like, oh, it's speaking to me about this reading. So let me show you the cards that came up, because now I'm going to shuffle cards probably from this deck. I might get a new deck. We'll see. I'm feeling like I want to do another go round in February, but pull my monthly cards that sit on the table. So I'll show you. The first card I got was Balance. Then I got Movement, which is great. Lord knows I needed this card on so many different levels: physical, emotional, spiritual, all the things. Movement. Get my butt up. Time to move. I've been like dealing with my leg injury for so long, and now I'm craving working out. I treated myself also to like a cute little, like some cute little walking shoes that are good for all different kinds of terrain out here, and some cute little pants and like a new sports bra. So I'm ready to move. And then bless. Can you see that? These were the cards, and they sat there, and I looked at them for daily, weekly, and of course the month's inspiration. Those are the card backs. Here's the guidebook. Oh, look at this. Look at the inside of the back of the box. It's got a great little guidebook. I don't know if it's in print or not. It's gilded, but I'm starting. The gilding's wearing from years of use. I've had it for a while. Past. Abundance. So dark. I'm trying to get it. You can see it. Shine. Lion. Receptivity. Patience. And so sometimes when I'm doing readings and I'm taking pictures of the cards that jumped during a reading for a client, and you can see these kind of off to the side in the reading pics, I love it. It's just so, I don't know, they're beautiful, but yet they speak to me. Align. Emerge. Emerge. Shield. And one more. Rest. I'll link. I don't think I did that yet, but I will. I'll link in the description box the full flip throughs and the backstory of how I came about this deck. Because how I came about it, short story, is it was a cute little store that had been there forever. What's the name of that store? Because there's one in Portland, but there was the sister one was in Oakland for so many years, Oakland, California. And then during the pandemic, it hit them really hard and they closed. But like a couple of years before they closed, I managed to make it down to go to their shop, and they sold indie decks there, which was cool. It's like a really cool little store shop. And I bought this one. And it felt so good to be able to go to a store and buy an indie deck versus just the mass market. But now they're not there anymore. They still have the one in Portland. I can't think of the name of the shop. But damn. So anyways, I will be probably using this again next month for my pull, my monthly pull. Next up is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. This is the mass market edition. I did for the longest time want the indie version, but I let that go because this works just fine. This does what I needed to do. But I did want the indie version because I like the idea of having skinnier cards. It comes with a great little guidebook too. You know, Hay House, you know how they do. So this is just sometimes what you need, like for yourself, for just like, I just need to know what I need to do to bring about peace and harmony to me. Or you pull something for a client or a friend or, you know, the collective, where whatever you're doing your readings for, or whoever. So here's the card backs. Just very straightforward. Use your hands. Very straightforward. Connect with Earth. It's always spot on. Maybe you're doing those kind of readings that delve into how to bring about peace and harmony and wholeness to your life. And you pull this deck out and pull 1 to 2 cards for the querent to, you know, this is what is theirs to do for a while, you know, to bring about peace and harmony. We have deep breathing. They can do that. Here's dance. I really like it. And, you know, in these times, sometimes we just need a little healthy escapism. And this does it. There's an indie self-care deck I'm planning to get that's quite pricey, but it's at the top of my list to get because it, I don't know, it's like, I think it's 78 cards. But anyways, you only need a couple of self-care decks, in my opinion, because Tarot and plenty of your Oracle decks could give you the information you need on how to soothe yourself, or for the querent to soothe themselves. You don't have to have all the decks, is my point. Movement. I think I got this card. So it tied in with the other one I got from Vision of the Muse. Pleasure. It goes there, okay? Have sex, I think, is one of the cards. We've got music. We'll stop there. Stop sharing there. But because I'll put the full flip through if you want to see all the cards. You probably seen this. You probably have this set. I don't know. But pull it out. Pull a card for yourself. Work with it for a month. Check out the guidebook. In these times of stress, heavy transitions at the collective level and personally, sometimes we just need a feel-good moment with our cards. So yeah. Hi, Christine. Hello, hello. Let me see. Let's see. You don't like I actually really like the devil. Oh, I really like the devil in the Echoes Through Time. And my flip through, I explain why. I go into depth why I like it. See, it's all in a personal matter of taste. I get the card. I get it on so many levels. Yeah. It speaks to me and my devilish tendencies, like the buy me later neon sign. Yeah. I finally got a copy of When Women Had Wings. It's landed in Europe. Yay for it, making its landing in Europe. Mine should arrive in a week's time. Let me know what you think. I want to hear from you about it. Hey, Christine, what decks do you use for higher self? Thank you. So this is one of those things where I would say, I suppose it depends on the purpose of why I'm intentionally tapping in to my higher self. We're always with our higher selves, right? But intentionally seeking out information. And so Tarot works great for me. Maybe I'll make a video about that, but I'm trying to think like which decks I'm using like right here, right now for that. And it's one of the decks that I'm actually going to share with you all today that is on my much loved deck. So I'll talk more about that in a moment, but I use Tarot. And if I'm wanting to connect with my ancestors, I use my personal deck that I made for my own use, my Ancestral Healing Oracle. If I want to tap into higher self energy to help with manifestation, I have decks for that. So it just, for me personally, it depends on what it is that I'm seeking out from intentionally reaching out and gathering information from my higher self. But generally speaking, the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot could help me. I could use that and be okay. I would be curious to hear what other people have to say in the chat and the comment section to that. What decks do you use for your higher self? Yes, yes, yes. The Mysteries of the Black Madonna Tarot. Wow, it costs me. I bet it costs your arm and a leg. Oh, but I bet it's so worth it. Oh, I need to look at pictures again. I've heard of it, but I need to refresh my memory on what it looks like. The depletion card is my favorite in the deck. Yes, depletion. That keyword says so much, doesn't it? And I'm all about keywords. When I get an Oracle deck now, it has to have something that grabs me, not your usual run-of-the-mill keywords. It's why I always feel the need to make my own working Oracle decks, because I create them with keywords that resonate with me. So there's that. Do you know the Oracle decks, the Arcana bullshit Oracle? It's hilarious. No. The Arcane bullshit Oracle? No, I do not. I need to check that out. Let me screen grab this. I have not heard of that. That's hilarious. I like the title. That's already grabbed me. That grabbed me right there. Which one were you thinking of getting, Lila? Yes, yes, yes. My Luna Lee's. Power Thought cards by Louise Hay are my comfort when I need a reminder sometimes, for sure. I think, what are my comfort messages? That's a good one too. I love my Power of Surrender. Y'all, I can't recommend it enough. No matter the reading, whether it is you're tapping into messages from your higher self or higher knowing, or you're doing a love reading, or you're doing, someone's got a career reading that they want to get from you. This deck, it's just simple. There's no guidebook. You got the text here if you want to look at it, or you can just look at the image and the keyword. It's a go-to. I'm trying to think what else. I have some. I actually have been creating lists of decks I want to share with you all and package them in such a way, like, what do you need when, what to use for your self-love, self-care readings for yourself. And it'd probably be Oracle, because I just feel like with Tarot, you could probably use really any Tarot deck. Some more than others lend themselves to a self-care reading, for example, but you could. Whereas Oracle, you can, pick and choose what kind of reading you want to do. I don't know. Oracle just lends itself to a little more variety to choose from, so. The Power Thought cards to my wish list. Thanks for mentioning it. The Power Thought cards. I think we all could use that. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Hit purchase button on the ultra cheap deck on Amazon. The Zend Al Journey Tarot. The deck is really simple but clever. Okay, see Adam be coming through. And he comes through with the mass market. He comes through with the ultra like luxe indie. He has the recommendations. He does. He does. My wish list has grown exponentially because of Adam Blue Fire. Yeah, they are needed. We need them. And it's okay to say, I just want a little comfort from spirit with the aid of my cards, or maybe use charms or whatever divinatory tools you use. Use them. It makes you smile. Oh, okay. Auntie K is saying, Morning Calm Oracle for Higher Self. Thank you very much. I'm leaving these. I'm going to let that up here so people get your recommendations going. Make note. Morning Calm Oracle. Ooh. What's all your opinions on that Cat Full of Spiders tarot, the one by Christina Ricci? I'm on the fence about it. I don't have it. I've seen people work with it. I think, Lila, do you have that one? I think you have that one. What are your thoughts on it? Seen it? I'm not inclined, or like it's not grabbing me at this point. Doesn't mean it won't grab me in the future, but at this point, I'm probably a no on it. Oh, my higher self, a wild black woman. Amen. Amen. The Cat Full of Spiders is very direct, and I love it. I've gotten some she's shown me some of the readings that she got, or I think you showed me one. I don't think two, but maybe two. And I was blown away. So just sometimes we just vibe with the decks and we just make that connection. And so you have made a very, very good connection, Lila. Okay. All right. I love Morning Calm. I had never heard of it. I'm going to check it out. Self-Care Oracle. That's a great one. Change of topic. I had a pigeon fly inside my flat from the balcony yesterday. Totally bizarre incident. Has that ever happened to anyone? I wonder if it's a message. I think it's a message. That is unusual. Did a bird ever fly in my house? No. At my sister's San Francisco apartment, she was like on the 6th or 8th floor. I can't remember. And a bird flew in her. She had these big, great windows. I loved her apartment in San Francisco. It was like right in the thick of everything. And it's just all the great food spots in walking distance. It was amazing. The city pulsed. I loved her apartment. But yeah, a bird flew in one of her windows and we had a time trying to get it out. So yeah, I took it as a sign. But I can't remember what it was symbolizing. But I remember taking it as a sign. It was super unusual. Yeah. Yeah. If nothing else, it makes for a great memory, right? Their messages for sure. That is very unusual. Judith, I used to use Judith Orloff's decks too. Hers are so versatile to add to an end of readings. Yep, that's what I like to do. It's like a punctuation point on a reading. It's like it wraps up the messages that came up in the tarot reading that you did, and then you're like, okay, well, here's your homework, sweet querent. I got these closing messages for you. That's what I call when I use this deck at the close of a reading. Here's your closing messages. Hint, hint, your homework to do. I love it. And I've been using it for years. To put one, let's see, my cat pounced from the balcony, grabbed a pigeon in the air and pulled him into the window. Oh, yikes. Happens though. Donna says, last summer I had a small bird fly into my bedroom in the middle of the night. It took me over an hour to get it back outside, right? It's like, oh, I need you outside. Yeah. Surprise. You landed here. Yeah, you should do a video on it. I remember you showed me the cards that came up. I was like, whoa, super accurate. The cat full of spiders, Terrell. Birds are a sign. You could even probably Google or ask AI. What's the meaning behind the pigeon flying in my window? Or you pull a card or two. All right, so those were the oracle. Now we're going to share the tarot. Okay, so we already talked about this one, but we're going to talk about it and get it out of the way. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, right here, right beside me. So I cannot stop using it. And I wonder if you all feel the same. It is what Adam said he's got on order. It is the When Women Had Wings tarot. I love it. I use it. I've been using it a lot since I got it. I think I got it, what was it? Beginning of December, first like few days of December. Love the guidebook. What I love to do with the guidebook, and I did record a video that I'll publish sometime soon about taking the guidebook and using different tarot decks and noticing what the keywords in the guidebook are saying and seeing how it translates to the other deck that doesn't belong. It's one of my favorite little things I like to do lately with my guidebooks. And this deck, I've been using it so much in client readings, readings for myself, readings when I'm a guest on someone's channel to throw cards with them for the viewers. I don't know. I just didn't expect to like it as much as I do or did, or all the things. Really, really love it. Love readings, especially. It speaks well. Career readings. Yeah. Isn't that cool? And it's larger than your standard tarot, but it's not as large as like the Mystic Palette tarot, which I have a real time with. As much as I want to like that one, I like the way it shuffles, and the gilding is starting to wear. I'll show you that because I've been using them. But what are you going to do? I'm going to use them. It's just going to use the deck. It's going to happen. But all kinds of readings. I've done, what is it? What readings have I done that was like outside of the box? I guess a life purpose type of reading worked fine. And that's what I'm saying. Like you can take a tarot deck and just see how well it works in different types of readings. Sometimes you'll be like, you're not the one for this. It's okay. We'll find you your niche little tarot deck. But yeah. It's a Ten of Swords. So I've been loving this one. I have to say, I have a full flip through on the channel. I will link it in the description box of this video. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Used it a lot for show. Now, the other one I wanted to talk to you all about in terms of higher self messages is the magical nature. And I'm excited because I ordered the guidebook. The guidebook just recently came into print. It was just a PDF document before, and that's okay. Now it's a book. Here's the back. And again, I've been using this guidebook with other tarot decks just to see how it works. It works very nicely for that activity. This is a special deck, and I'm so glad I got it. I love shuffling it. I've used it for a few client readings, but really and truly, it just works for me for readings for myself, higher self-care messages I need to hear from my higher self, like not just, oh, you need to sleep more, oh, you need to drink more water messages. We're talking about what am I ignoring? What's a blind spot that I'm not seeing, or I'm not seeing the bigger picture on? You know what I mean? Those kind of messages with self. There's the Ace of Cups. I'll show you all the guidebook in a moment, but it came this month as well. Again, I thought it was going to take a while. This was part of my birthday celebration gifts, but it came early as well, and I'm happy, but because I've been enjoying reading the entries for each of the cards. Love the card back so much. This is beautiful artistry in my hand, and the cardstock, it's great for the environment. I feel good about that. As I'm getting ready to retire some of my very, very used and damaged tarot decks, because I've used them for many, times over the many years. And then you're like, oh, how am I going to really get rid of this deck? This one, if it came to a point I had to, I wouldn't feel bad. Good for the environment. It shuffles like a dream. There's the Nine of Swords. It's diverse and inclusive. The only thing that some people may be bothered by is the change of the suit names, but it's not earth shattering. You could still assign, you do what you do with that. And some people, it's like, I can't get over the suit or the court card changes. Some people feel that way about the majors. They don't want the changes to the name. I don't really mind it, as long as sometimes it can be disruptive in a client reading, and I need to be able to convey the messages like I want to in a timely fashion. I don't want to be like, oh, wait a minute, what is this? But for readings for myself, it's all good. Temperance. So I'll show you the guidebook, and the artiste and seller of this deck. She's just delightful, Jory, and just really thoughtful. And I don't know. I don't know. In a world where there's a lot of artificiality, it's really nice to have a high quality deck. Here's like the book. Lots of good information. Plant and metal guidance, major arcana, minor, coven cards. So that would be the court cards, tarot spreads and strategies, and tarot basics. So guiding words and ideas for each of the cards, the plant and metal collaborators. I mean, this is just very intentional and thoughtful, and it feels good to have. And so I've been working with this deck a lot for readings for myself. It worked fine for readings for clients, but I felt in this time and space, I just need a deck for myself for use. And it's new, and I want to get to know it. And so, yeah. So I treated myself to this gorgeous guidebook that's sitting on my shelf. I got it on Etsy. So yeah, those were my decks that I was loving. Obviously I love a lot of decks and I use a lot of decks. I use on average anywhere from 30 to 40 decks per month. I keep track of different decks for my professional reading practice. But for me personally, like, just a handful of decks. 1 to 3. So yeah, I love watercolor too. Let me see what you all are saying. Hey, artists in oracles, Donna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uncle Google says birds flying into the home is an omen of good fortune. Exactly. I'm like, I felt like it was good when it happened to my sister's at her spot. I think I don't remember nothing crazy happening. Ironically, I have a pigeon tarot deck, a little pigeon tarot, which is really a comical deck. Sounds cute. I love the kings I love the kings in the When Women Had Wings tarot. I love them so much. Like sometimes with kings, I just feel like they either try to make them super youthful all the time, which is fine. But if you're working with tarot, like they represent like the most senior, you know what I mean? Like, distinguished age. And this deck nailed it and hit it out of the park. When Women Had Wings tarot, To me, I appreciate the kings. There's variety. Yeah, I'm glad you love it. It's so good. It's so good. I've been using, this is just an honorable mention. I've been using my pocket edition again of my light fears. Y'all know how I was so hooked to this deck for so long. And then I had to, that's one of the decks that I abused, the mass market full size edition. I don't want to use the indie version yet, but I got the pocket. And so I've been using that one again. And the love is still there, but it's nice to branch out and explore some of my other decks. And yeah, I added some really cool decks, I think, to my collection in the last few months. Yeah, probably in the last year. I feel like they definitely are much in tune with where my tastes are with my deck collecting habits. Deck envy, I really do when women had wings tarot. It's really special. And I'm so happy it's mass market. Because if I beat it up, I can get another copy. I put the magical nature on my list too. I'm sorry, your list is growing just in this live stream. It's growing. It is so lovely. The energy of this deck. Sometimes it is really about the energy imbued in the deck, right? It really is about the creator who made it. And yeah, some people are like, no, it's not. Yeah, for me it is. I feel all of that. And you can feel the intention and the tender loving care that Jory, that's the name of the artist of the Magical Nature Tarot, you can feel it. And it just, yeah. But as opposed to sometimes if you use certain decks that are like, no offense, but made in China, no offense, but it's just mass produced. You don't even know, it's like some obscure name. You don't know the creator. It's like a company just copying decks, or you can feel the coldness of it when you're doing a reading. For me, not everybody, it doesn't matter. And I know it's a personal thing, but for me. And so, yeah, I treated myself for my birthday. Well, Christmas to my birthday, to be honest. But I don't feel the need to go crazy. I only have 3 decks that are at the top of my wish list. Your wish list is huge. Mine's too. It's now at like 41. But that's okay. I don't need to purchase all the decks. What was the highest amount of customs you all paid for a deck on arrival? I just paid 91 euros. That for sure broke some records. I don't know. I'd be bitching and moaning at 20 US dollars. I'm like, this is a lot. Because I only have to pay just a little bit to get it from the US to the DR. But it's like if it's, I'm ordering it from the UK, some of them like I think one time maybe like 40. I can't remember the deck, but it was like 40. I was like, ouch. Yeah, what Lila said. I love watercolor too. It's a special talent to do that, or use that medium, I should say. I can deal with name changes as long as they make sense. Exactly. Me too, Adam. That's it. If there's a change to the courts or the majors and it makes sense. Like when I think I've seen justice change to balance. Same thing with temperance, use balance. I can see that. That makes sense. Or awakening for judgment, right? So that makes sense. Or rebirth for death. Like I get it. But it just has to make sense when it comes to the court cards, because the truth is it could be a reason why a reader may not want to pick up a deck is because of the changes, if it's too much for their brain to like take on. I love the concept of name changes, but don't like it in practicality, especially in client readings. Exactly. I feel the same way on TK. Krista. I changed names in my first deck, but wouldn't again. Yeah. Yeah. And, I can understand why a creator would, but I also could certainly understand why a creator wouldn't change the names. Okay, Donna says, since I've been in the EU, I've been careful not to purchase any decks subject to customs charges. Yeah, me too. Like now, once we hitting the point of the deck, I think it would have to be 250 US dollars for here. Then we're getting into some high costs. But I'm not spending 250 US at any time soon on a deck. It would have to be like, I need to know what deck that is. What is $250? Show me that deck. I know that there's some, I have some in my collection that are worth a lot, but I'm talking about, yeah, I need to know a $250 deck with customs. Where are you at? I'm curious what that would look like. Yeah, it is so me. It's so me. I love it. It's like it's those decks that say, actually, I'm yours for just you, for your eyes only. And then you start using those. And for those who have clients, right? Or those who read for others, not just clients, but those who read for others. It'll almost like it'll feel like the deck kind of reveals itself pretty early on. Like, I just want to hang out with you. Or I'm ready to hang out with everybody. There's those differences. I do animate my decks. I do kind of make them living things in my mind. Not everybody does that either. It's a personal taste. Yes, I think it's good to have. Yeah, you should, right? You should have something just for you. I think. Why not? Right? Well, thank you, Adam. You as well. You have excellent deck taste. Yeah, you can definitely feel when it's made with love and a story behind it. You can. And that's probably with any creative object when you think about it. So, yeah, I love it. Been loving it. And now I got the guidebook. I'm like, oh, yay. I have that one. Sometimes I'm like, I don't need the separate guidebook. I'll get it later, and then it sells out, and they never put it in print again. I'm super regretful. And then when I do finally get the book, I'm like, this is so cool. It's like my little deck is complete. It has an accompanying guidebook. So yes, 55 Canadian is the most custom. That's an ouch too. 90 for show is an ouch for euros, and 55 Canadian. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch, friends. But if it's a special deck and you ain't treated yourself in a while and you got it, why not? People spend a lot on designer bags and trips and things like that. We just love our decks. We just love our decks. So that's what I will say. But that's it, friends. That's all I got. It was jam packed, 31 days. This is the 31st day of January, and we're marching right on into February. So I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day and weekend and month ahead in February. Stay tuned. Oh, before I let you go, I publish or am publishing some pick a card readings. I have the love one that went up today, and I scheduled. Yes, I didn't want to bombard y'all. I scheduled the general life one for tomorrow, which I'm excited about because it touches on spirituality, career, money. And so it was better to separate them. The love was, and I broke the love one down to the seeking, people who are single, in relationships, new or old, and it's complicated. So you pick a card. So that's fun. I've been having fun. I've been just, having fun with doing different types of readings. I will get back to the mystery mystic one. Maybe during my little break, I will get back to it. We'll see. All right, friends. Thank you all so, so much for joining me. And I see you. I've seen this one too, Flower Child Tarot. Love to you all. Love to you all. Thank you for being here. Be well. See you all again soon.